Welcome. Today, we are going to talk about a totally new way to look at social anxiety, and it's all backed by some pretty fascinating neuroscience. The best part? This isn't about trying to change your personality. It's more like learning how to update your brain's operating system.
All right, let's just be real for a second. Have you ever walked into a room full of people, a party, a work meeting, whatever, and immediately felt that hot, prickly wave of anxiety just wash over you? Of course you have. We all have. But what if that feeling isn't actually what we think it is?
You know, we usually slap a label on that feeling. We say, oh, I'm just really shy, or I'm so awkward. We treat it like a core part of us. But the science points to something else entirely. It suggests that feeling is actually your brain making a faulty forecast about the social weather ahead.
And that is such a game changer, because if it's not a personality flaw, if it's not just who you are, it means it's not set in stone. It's just a process, a habit that your brain has gotten into, and we can absolutely learn how to influence that process.
So to do that, we first have to kind of pop the hood and understand what's going on in there. So let's get into the science of it and meet the part of your brain that's responsible for all this, your built-in threat forecaster.
See, deep inside your brain, you've got this ancient, super automatic system. Its only job is to constantly scan the world around you for any potential threats to your social standing. I mean, this is a survival tool that goes back millions of years. The only problem is, sometimes it gets a little too good at its job. It gets overactive.
This is the perfect way to think about it. For someone who deals with social anxiety, that internal forecaster is basically like a broken weather app. It's screaming, "Thunderstorm, take cover," even when you're looking out the window at a beautiful sunny day.
And this kicks off a really powerful chain reaction in your body. So, you walk into a room. Your brain instantly, automatically scans for danger. It misreads the situation and screams, "Danger, potential status loss." And that forecast triggers a huge flood of cortisol, the stress hormone, which is what causes all those physical feelings we hate. The racing heart, the sweaty hands, that desperate urge to just get out of there.
But here's the amazing news. You are not at the mercy of that faulty forecast. You can step in and perform a manual update.
And the tool for this update is a surprisingly simple but incredibly powerful technique called labeling. This is how you start to take the steering wheel back from that automatic, panicked part of your brain.
Labeling is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's the simple act of consciously putting a name on what you're feeling inside. When you do that, something amazing happens. You're actually engaging your prefrontal cortex. That's the calm, logical, rational CEO of your brain.
I love this analogy. It's like your automatic threat system is a panicked intern running around screaming, "The sky's falling! Everything's a disaster!" Labeling is like you, the calm CEO, walking in and saying, "All right, settle down. Let's take a look at the actual data here." It just instantly creates a bit of space, a moment of calm.
Okay, so here's the actual protocol. It's so doable. Step 1, just notice the physical feelings. Don't try to fight them, just acknowledge them. Step 2, silently in your head, label the forecast. You could literally say to yourself, okay, the "they might judge me" forecast is running right now, or there's that "I'm gonna say something dumb" forecast. And then step 3, just gently turn your attention outward, away from yourself and onto the world around you.
Now, labeling is the critical first step to interrupt the cycle. But the next step is to reinforce that update. We do that by actively looking for and even creating signals of social safety. This is how you prove to that ancient part of your brain that the CEO was right and the panicked intern was in fact wrong. So, what are social safety signals? They're all the little nonverbal ways that we humans communicate to each other, "Hey, it's cool, we're safe here, no threat." It's the secret language that your threat forecasting system actually understands. And when it sees those signals, it knows it can finally stand down.
And we're not talking about anything big or scary here. These signals are so simple. It could be making brief, gentle eye contact with someone across the room, offering just a small, genuine smile, or even just uncrossing your arms and having a more open, relaxed posture. A simple nod at someone is a powerful safety signal.
And get this isn't just some psychological trick. It has a real, measurable, biological effect. When that threat forecast is active, your cortisol levels are sky high. But when you start to send and receive these little safety signals, you can see a significant drop in that stress hormone. You are literally, physically calming your own nervous system down.
This is the bottom line, the thing I really want you to take away from this. You might have some old, buggy software running in your brain, these faulty forecasts.
But you are not the program. You are the programmer. You have the power to look at the code, label what it's doing, and start writing an update.
By just understanding this system, you've already given yourself a whole new level of control. So, the question I want to leave you with is this. What's the first faulty forecast you're going to choose to update?